I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just had to do and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound, I got it. Don't panic surround me, I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war, you got to love it like black. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah,
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
That's it. Right to the 3. Ricky. Check.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Play action. It's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 59. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Pilot, 64. Weak. Set.
They will run for the first time here with White. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he works free. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 30. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Come up the ball. Topper. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
First down, Cowboys.
Ready? 50. Plant.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Are you getting ahead? Are you getting ahead?
First down, here's White. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, this is White on the screen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
You ready?
Check, check. 59. He's
ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a carry for White. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's White. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Newton now to throw. Going up top. They've got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Newton on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're starting to put some space here. First quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Go!
Hey, watch it!
Back to throw. Herbert, hard throw, incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check, 59. I got
X3, 218, check 5.
On the draw, it's White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run with White. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Myers' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Rolling to his right. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's complete. It's Collins. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Set, ready, 50, plant, Greystone, travel. Hey, echo.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
They'll run with White. And he's got room. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. And even 50 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll go with the keeper. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check 9, check 9.
Running the toss here to White. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Steps away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Come to me, it's me. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark.
To throw again, Newton. He'll get this one to Galladay. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 60-yard line.
From the red zone now, Newton. Dancing to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try.
Slap, 20.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check, cross, roll out.
Now a toss play. This is White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
Now White lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now White. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Xavier Woods with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, blitz coming, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, White. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about him taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Dallas, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.